promotion match for both Team Liquid as well as Yangon Galacticos. Winner for this one will get match point and one step closer to getting to knockouts.
So we know what's at stake here for both the teams. Yangon Galacticos, a team that came into M7 surprising and shocking many of the international viewers who saw them for the first time. Had a very strong showing throughout their journey up to this point, and now face off against the Giant in Team Liquid. Definitely a test ahead of them, but they've done it before. They can do it here. It is a best of 3, of course. And if they can secure themselves that spot in the knockouts off a win here against a team like Team Liquid, that would be massive for Yangon Galacticos.
So the way that Yangon Galacticos can really use their lineup here if they move fast, because having a Kalia, Farsa, Nolan, they can move pretty fast. And if they get some kind of lead for Ying, Ying can start living in the jungle of Team Liquid.
Oh, flicker out already for Sanji very early on. That's a big spell burned out.
Yeah, and I want to see more of that. If Yangon Galacticos, again, able to get Ying a favorable matchup against Sanford, and then just make sure that Carl does not get to farm ever, then that's a game where Yangon Galacticos can utilize the best aspects of each hero on their lineup.
Yeah, part of that too is, again, the pressure that a Farsa can bring early on throughout the course of the game, but now we're seeing more and more of the Nolan, you know, and I feel like that paired up with a Farsa works really well because they either work interchangeably, that you can either pop off a couple feathered airstrikes, soften up the targets, Nolan can swoop in, or vice versa. Nolan allows you to go ahead and soften them up before the feathered airstrike is dropped down, and not to mention all this to play into Stitch, just like we saw in the hands of Dominkite. If he can go ahead, get a couple early kills, build up the stacks that he needs on the Sky Piercer, and work with this space. I feel like that might be one of the harder things because you can see he's running the Flicker instead of the Purify, for example, that we saw earlier. So this first turtle looks like it's just going to be a clean take for TL.
Yep, beautifully done. Sanji steals away the Tsunami Slam just in case Yangon Galacticos walk up, but this is the signature Liquid style. They are able to build such a big lead off the start of the game through Turtle because it's free when you have a Yuzong.
Yeah, like, Sanford, can you win lane? Yes. Okay, we basically get Turtle for free. Sanford is showcasing since, I would say since M4, on how important EXP really is for the jungler, right? Making sure that you get free objectives, essentially.
Oh, okay, Sanji can hold on to his own Kalei ult. Oh, Blink.
Tsunami Slam now into the Fracture, and they get him down. Oheb tries to run him down now with AOG helping him out. Blink's going to be locked down, and that's a kill over to Carl Teasy as he snipes him with the arrow.
All right, a bit of a trade. Now some pressure on this side of the jungle, though.
Red Tree on Han. Mountain Shocker hawks him down. It's Traceless now. Does he snipe him? And he does. The goat doesn't miss.
He tried to bob and weave, man. He forgot the weave.
Hey, pretty sure if the second skill was off cooldown, he could have gotten away. And yeah, Team Liquid dared to draft. That kind of want the skills just a little bit, but Carl on this decent shit, already getting early advantages, having 2 kills. That's all the team has, and it's all on him.
Okay, so early on, a little bit of a setup potential, of course, now on both sides. Sanji, for the most part, I think he will usually opt for that Tsunami Slam, otherwise Lena's Feathered Airstrike. But even looking at the item potential here, pretty much even across the board, albeit a little bit of gold ahead in the jungle, but that's going to be expected with the 2 kills for Carl Teasy. And this is one of the best starts you can have with a YSS, of course, you know, and this is one of the heroes that he probably played the most in the regional professional league over in the Philippines, so it's a very standard for Carl Teasy to rotate the way he has. And interesting, too, because Oheb on this Sora is going to act a little bit different than what we saw earlier today. Obviously, with the Sora in the XP lane, works differently in terms of itemization, damage potential. You can expect to see similar things that we saw in the hands of Innocent, but now the second turtle of the game, it looks like Yangon wants to fight for it, but they're forced off of it.
Yeah, there's no way you can contest when there's Sanford on the Yuzong. Goes on Lina. Doesn't want to go all in, just petrifies him and zones him back. Oheb as well this time, rotating over towards the neutral objective.
Yeah, they're just playing it clean, making it so that Yangon Galacticos, even if they want to, they can't really get a trade. This is basically Team Liquid showing how you can get things for free without giving any opportunities for your opponents. Speaking of,
Carl gonna go for it. CCV not in time. That's Tsunami Slam over. Feathered Airstrike from Lina gets the goat down.
All right, good pick off there. That's not too much you can do against that, especially if you're Carl Teasy and you get caught in that position. Flicker was used for it. There's an unbreakable.
And an AOG locks him down. Sanji will be there to pick up the kill, steals the fracture away as well, but will just splash him to take him out.
I would appreciate it if his friends stayed there, help him out. Because I feel like that was quite enough time for some backup to come through, because I like that Yangon Galacticos understand that Team Liquid is not giving them the opportunity to catch anyone, so they had to be proactive. They forced that one. But the thing is, having a Farsa, I kind of feel like you could have given the space, but you know, let be-gons be gons, you know?
Yeah, that's how you have to handle it. That's a lot of damage to that Tier 1 turret too. Looking at this, you know, you have Stitch pretty much roaming around trying to double lane in some positions. He's already got a Sky Piercer, but the gold is pretty much even as Oheb has been able to farm up. Nice little take on the gold crab there, but bit of an advantage in terms of Oheb. Item-wise, he's already got the War Axe built in, working on his next. So what is the gold lane build for Sora? Have we seen a couple different variations of it?
No, I feel like it's just going to be War Axe into defensive items, and then we're all good.
He just does that much damage.
Great turret down below, by the way. Great zoning by Oheb. Good position by JP as well, covering all bases before taking the objective.
Here's the problem, man. Just like you mentioned in the draft, the Yuzhong first pick over, especially to a specialist like Sanford.
Oh.
Hold on, conceal, and I think that's gonna stop them in their tracks. That's what I was saying. Unless Han can get around here, they know the Black Dragon form's gone.
No, Purify out by Ying. Doesn't have concentration for the airstrike coming down, but Sanford misses the Petrify and the Furious Dive. Han's there with the fracture to take him out with the help of Lina. Tsunami Slam steal from Sanji to bring him to Carl Teasy.
Right now for Yangon Galacticos, they're trying, they're really trying to get any kind of catch. And even though, yes, they got Sanford there, but there's no way for it to be clean. Because no matter who you catch, someone's there to counter.
No Purify, that's the AOG landing. And then the Mountain Shocker, JP, takes the kill.
This is probably one of the more aggressive Gatakachas you'll see if you're watching MLBB competitive play. A lot of the times when the Gatakachas picked up, you see so many defensive Avatar of the Guardians that ultimate use, but with JP, they're able to time things so well, especially when you have a YSS on your side. There's a lot of layering of crowd control you can throw on top, and you know, you're able to secure these kills. Meanwhile, this whole time, like I said, Oheb has been able to just go ahead and farm up. Stitch's been doing the same, but you know, unfortunately, at this point, Team Liquid's already garnered themselves a bit of a lead. You know, 2.3K ahead. They've got the first turret down. They put themselves in a relatively good position for this first Lord to come up in less than a minute here. And even so, like some of the second items already being locked in. Glowing Wand, you can see it there. Now they're putting pressure on the purple.
Yeah, no Purify still. Uranus pops in Consecration there. Ying able to survive, but the purple buff will be taken as Han rotates up top with Blink. They're gonna go for it. Sanford gonna be locked down, but it's Tsunami Slam. Han instantly with the fracture. Sanford walks up, Petrify! Is able to go for a trade in the end, but it is a turret for a tier 2 down below.
And here's the thing, Team Liquid, they have a lead, but you gotta put it into context. The lead is on Carl Teasy. Out of all the members of Team Liquid, that's the one you don't want it on, because he already has 2 items and he hurts.
Oh my god, JP.
That's just how tanky he is, man. He didn't even need the revitalize. He got they got the holy defense already too. You know, this early on, that kind of pressure. So Yangon Galacticos is going to want to manage these lanes a little bit better. I feel like they're kind of getting out macroed. Yes, they're trying to make plays on the other side of the map, but TL's just kind of playing the map to their advantage right now. With the Lord being up, it looks like YG is actually in a position to go ahead and face off against them. This is now the point where Stitch... Oh, hold on.
Tsunami Slam again, they go all in, but Oheb is able to survive. Last shot from Lina, though. The fadeaway basic attack, I think, or was it the passive, got him down.
Oh, Lord's up. Down Oheb. And TL is still in good fighting position. Even with the numbers at disadvantage, they're going to stall this out.
Ooh.
The best they can. A Feathered Airstrike drop down, though.
Yeah. Either way, right now, Yangon Galacticos go want more.
JP has to back away there, has revitalized. Being doing the best he can to zone the members away, but Oheb is back in just a second. Sanji providing a bit more poke as Blink controls the bottom side. Han gets purple.
Yeah, Yangon Galacticos, they're actually controlling this very, very well. Now they're waiting for Team Liquid to potentially make some kind of mistake. So now it's really between Han as well as Carl Teasy, because both of them are the real, you know, wave clearers for both teams.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to play this macroly and try to catch the jungler's movements off guard.
Yeah, Han went up top, cleared that wave out. He knows it's expanding river, so he should be able to get here, but they already know.
Sanford with a petrify, gets the solo kill, the assassination on Stitch. You got Oheb last time, now it's 1-1 on the gold lane pickoffs.
Man, again, how many times have we seen this with the gold laners today? I don't know if they just don't expect that kind of setup and damage from the XP laners, especially Yu Zhong, but that kind of just stops in the tracks of what your plan was to go ahead and contest that Lord. So now with the Lord in favor of TL, take a look at the items here. They're prepped and ready to march towards base. Again, that holy defense shield is down on the bottom side. So YG's gonna have to defend this. You can see still building into the itemization. Han, oh no, feather airstrike.
The Mount of Charger lands, Tsunami Slam though will lock Carl Teasy. And that's him down for a while. The siege, can it continue without him?
Yeah, honestly, that's good because Carl already has 3 items, so the siege is going to be so painful. But with Sanford being there, it's going to be very difficult for Yangon Galacticos to really do anything. Well, Sanford does take a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, turns it back around, though. Gets a bit more healing. Down below, Stitch will deal with the Lord alone. So, not the best of sieges, but again, Carl Teasy got picked off.
Yeah. Right now for Yangon Galacticos, for them to really get something here, I like that they are.
Whoa!
Yeah, I saw the item. I saw two gloves for Carl. So I'm guessing he did want to go for the Sky Piercer, which I think is fair. I think it's not super punishable.
He's the main damage dealer.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to play out too once we get towards that phase where if Yangon Galacticos is able to go ahead and defend, at least put themselves in a good position, then, you know, Oheb being on the Sora gold lane, how that'll play a part. Because again, even when we saw it in the hands of Innocent for SRG, you know, when they were on the defense side of things, they were able to turn it around because of that base defense that we saw where you got his Savage. And, you know, it's one of the things where it's like, if YSS is gone, if he's out of the picture, then your fighting reach, your fighting potential is a little bit tougher to pull off here with this kind of lineup from Team Liquid. And so that's why you see kind of a shift now at this portion of the game on who they go for. It looks like that was already going to use Mount Chakra to go for Blink. Blink's not falling for it, still holds on to his Flicker.
I would say a big power spike for Han here, having the BOD. If anyone gets caught, then going to take a lot of damage. Quite rare for us to talk about this, but JP on this got thought with a passive and a lot of physical damage coming in from Yangon Galacticos, and his first item being the anti-caress. Does make it quite difficult for Yangon to actually get a kill as long as JP is around. Just by the passive and the anti-caress by itself, it kind of nullifies everything from Yangon Galacticos, both Han as well as Stitch.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, when these fights kind of break out here, you can see where those defensive items that are prioritized help with these team fights breaking out. Oh, set up.
All in on Ying. Even Oheb using the ultimate, but Purify just gets him out there. And Oheb's going to be caught. The fracture goes onto the air feathered airstrike, and now it's Blink. Goes in. That's a Tsunami Slam, but it's only onto JP, who has the AOG and can escape and will be able to do so now as Carl goes in for the Mount of Chakra on Blink. Has to respect it. Sanford now rotating all the way from top.
That was a massive revitalize that came through from JP to keep Oheb alive, just barely surviving. Does get a winner's crown now available, but the Lord is up. There's a lot of push and pull between both the teams right now, and they got to wait for these ultimates to be back up. Sanji holding on to the Tsunami Slam. And it's unfortunate, and this is why I was saying, you know, the Uranus pick, it makes sense in a way that he's your guy to go get the vision, deal with a lot of these resources expended on him, towards him, and he can soak it up. But here they go.
Tsunami Slam now stolen by Sanji. It's going to be Ying who gets caught, but Sanji's caught in the midst of it on. Still able to flicker out, but JP falls. Winner crown by Oheb. He goes in. Tsunami Slam over from Blink. Sanford in the back. Furious dive on Stitch, and he gets him. Now it's Lina and Ying. Can he turn it around? Sanford!
Oh my God.
Again gets a double, turns it around. He's just better.
Someone needs to stop Inuya, man.
Don't give him the usual anymore. There's a reason why it was picked up. First pick.
You can see that they're thinking on how to outplay it, and then Sanford's just doing it casually. Like at this point, he doesn't have to worry about it. He knows he's gonna get it. It's more on how are you gonna outplay? I'm actually more interested to see like how are you gonna respond to this?
You know, I asked the question earlier with Oheb being on the Sora, what do you do for range, especially when Carl Tizzy doesn't have that opening? Well, the range and the threat is Sanford. They have a dragon full of range available to him. Look at this. The initiation is starting off with that Tsunami Slam, but keep an eye on Sanford. He goes right towards Stitch and Lina. Stitch and Lina have no choice but to get away. Nice Petrify, gets enough of the Shaw Essence off. Under the turret, mind you. Heals up enough to go in, and just when Lina thinks, there's Sanford again to clean up under the tier 2. So that's a kill under each turret.
Against games like this, you kind of have to readjust your own habits and basically stay far away from your team. You know, be like, Nina, you take the left, Stitch, you take the right. If someone gets taken out, it's just one. We can't let both of you guys die at the same time. You got to spread out.
I think even with that, the Lord being quickly made work of, Yangon Galacticos with this composition are going to be able to clear this out at least and maintain their base turrets. That's a big thing. And I think they have to pretty much come up with a solution for this, and that is partially it. You know, the range or the positioning, both of Lina and Stitch, and avoiding Sanford. But once that they survive that Black Dragon form and it's used up, especially the Petrify, and they don't get caught by it, then they're in a pretty good position to actually fight back. That's one of the things that they can do here. This pressure on the purple buff, Feathered Airstrike to just get TL out of their jungle, but right now there's just kind of holding on. You know, 5,000 gold difference right now, but you can see Team Liquid knows their own opportunities when they want to initiate a fight. Sanford's going to get a little bit tankier now that he's got the brute force breastplate built up. And so still, it's back to that reset. You're a minute away from this Lord here, unless somehow, some way, Yangon Galacticos can utilize Blink to set things up with a pickoff.
Yeah, but again, like you also got to choose your targets, because last time he did get JP, and that could actually be quite bad for the team, because so far Yangon Galacticos, they're actually positioning quite close to each other. At that point, you don't even have to hope for Sanford to chase everyone, right? Unbreakable 5 members. Yeah. You could actually do that if Blink brings them closer to his team. So it is something that you have to micromanage, and Yangon Galacticos, they just got to figure out that next time that they fight, they got to spread out and basically take Team Liquid in a 1v1. 5v5 is quite difficult against Sanford when he does have that use on.
Yeah, that's why it's difficult, you know, for Blink as well. Because for the most part, you're not really going to have the range to get anybody else unless you catch them by surprise. And that most likely won't happen, you know, just kind of out in the open. They're going to have to wait for this Lord to come up and then fight for positioning.
Basically hope that Carl just traces this straight into his face.
Oh, man.
So that he can
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's one thing Blink could hope for.
There's like 8 billion people in the world. Maybe you know, one thing can happen.
Does that affect Carl Tizzy's chance of doing that? Hey, you know, it could, right? I guess there's always something possible here.
Yeah. Winner crown, by the way, for Han earlier, so he's gonna have.
By the way, it's 8.3 billion people in the world.
Oh, W's. More and more people. Great.
Is that a W? I don't know.
Yeah. Depends how you look at it.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
Right now, the W is this Lord being fought for, man. Ying picking up an immortality. He's going to need that TL.
That push is so scary.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, conceal was used, but it's spotted out by Ying. Ying's like, nope.
Nope.
You shall not pass, sir. Not here.
And again, look at Sanford. Holding that position here. Oh, Blink. And Han.
What are they going for? Are they going to go for their own?
I think they want to catch Carl. I think they want to catch Carl.
Yeah, they really do. But
so that's why Sanford is just waiting.
But it's going to be really, really tough, yeah, to catch Carl here. Because the whole team now knows. Because, you know, I mean, it happened twice to Carl.
I mean, the tough thing is not having these tier 1s down, too, especially in the mid lane. Oh, no, they're going to start the fight. Yeah,
Sanford in the back there, trying to go for the Furious Dive. Petrify Blink. To dash into the Tsunami Slam into the Feather Airstrike, but Sanji's still able to survive as JP pops in and revitalize, and now Sanford goes in with the Black Dragon Firm to the back again. AOJ from JP! Almost lands. Immortality gonna be down. That's Stitch with the Sky Piercer. Over Petrify! From Sanford on 3! And this time it's just a distraction for the rest of the boys to get rid of Ying, and now they have a man advantage. Blink walks up, but it's Sanji who has Tsunami Slam.
It's a good thing they didn't die, because they actually were separated. Hold on.
What's he?
Okay.
What's the move here?
Fracture, Tsunami Slam, Feather Airstrike coming down, but Oheb gets the kill and gets out of the Feathered Airstrike.
Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to pick up another kill, but because I think you could have still contested for that Lord if YG didn't lose another, but what a decision from TL and Oheb.
Yeah, honestly, Yangon Galacticos, I don't know if they're getting desperate by making this kind of plays because, again, they're doing the right things, but then they kind of like autopilot in the situation where they're putting themselves in danger. Because, again, Lina and Stitch was in the flanks. No one was chasing after him. He was free hitting. And then gets close to the team, gets caught by Sanford. It's a good thing it didn't get worse. But then, I understand that Han does have a lot of damage, but at the same time, the Lord is up. I don't think it's necessary for you to do that.
Yeah. This time it's Evolved Lord too, man.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and walk with this one in, but pretty good clear. Feather Airstrike being dropped down too. They're just trying to hold on to the base turrets as they can. A little Revitalize being used. They're going to go for it.
Stolen Feather Airstrike, Sanji! Almost takes Lina out there. Black Dragon Form now comes in as they look to zone YG away from the mid lane base turret. Carl TZ wasn't able to find it now. It's going to be Tsunami Slam over to JP. Doesn't have the immortality, so he goes straight down. Now it's Oheb on two. Bringing it back, but there's no combo. Carl has him out of Shocker, pulls it in. That's a good disengage now with the winner crown and the immortality by from Oheb, who turns it around. And now it's Han losing immortality, splashed out by Sanji. Only Lina and Ying. Academy up top, taking the last base turret down. Carl TZ going for the passive stacks over on Ying. That's Oheb coming down. Sanji! Under turret goes in. Carl gets lasered, but he stands alive. And TL secure match point.
A phenomenal team fight to end the game there to get game one under the belt for TL.
Again, Team Liquid, they're playing it very close. One more win, and a Team Liquid will join the knockout stage. Welcome to the Land of Dawn, where again, TL is looking pretty good to win this one.
Yep. Again with this too.
Welcome.
This time you can see. You get a little preview of Sanford just having a good time there. He's going to bring out the glue this time, or should I say Patrick, for this one. And this kind of still goes to what we talked about in the last draft, you know. The glue provides you an opportunity. As soon as I say it, man, the glue provides you the opportunity to go ahead and play that front line if you have to. You can still utilize Hilda, JP there. So I feel it's going to be a bit of a nuisance to deal with for Yangon Galacticos and not getting kind of zoned out from their own entry points when it comes to the objectives. But it's even going to be tougher for Blink, I feel like, on this Cho to make work.
Oh, take a look at that though. They go for the green camp, they're able to steal it away. And look at the instant rotation from Sanford to stop the invade from happening from Han, dude. He goes and like maneuvers there, so it's like, hey, don't do it.
Yeah, you don't catch out with Patrick, you know?
Yeah.
See Patrick is like, okay, you know what? Fair.
Yeah, because if you say I'm invading, he'll just say I'm Patrick.
That's actually pretty solid, but I'm not gonna give it.
Hey, I know that's your type of joke, but like,
That is my type of joke,
come on,
yeah.
give me props,
You're
man.
supposed to give him a rating.
Okay, you know what? 7.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was either a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
6, 7? Okay. Naisu, control this. What is wrong with you? Even the PH casters be like, Naisu.
I'm letting you guys just take it from here, man, you know? Just take the reins, man.
Dude, you're a teacher.
Just take the reins. All right, going back to this. Turtle's going to be up here. You can see the scouting happening. JP's doing his thing, but it's going to be pulled in forward from Yangon Galacticos. I don't know, they should be okay to contest this, but it looks like they might not even go for it.
Yeah. Turtle. Oh my god, Sanford's gonna go in. Final slash coming down. First blood over to Ying. Sanji with the pickup though. Sanford's right there. And Carl goes in with a mounted shock. Able to land it. Now mounted as well. Carl getting a kill. Sanford brings Ying back. And it is another for Carl TZ.
I'm sorry, but that was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Because Lina used the Feather airstrike when no one was in range, having to cancel it immediately and then join the fight. That's an early blunder, but that gave Team Liquid about 1,000 gold at this point.
Man, it also gave Carl TZ 2 kills, just like last time. Patrick just knocking.
He's hitting with his stomach.
that is emotion right there, by
That's
the
a
way.
transition.
He's
yeah.
Patrick, yo.
Honestly, the very best skin.
In the game.
in the game.
Is it
By far.
actually?
It is. It is the best skin.
Why don't we should actually have a fandom vote for that?
I don't care how the legend skins are looking like. Patrick.
Oh, Blink is angry. They used a lot, man. Almost everything in the kitchen sink thrown at
That was
OHEB.
everything, dude.
Everything? Okay.
Yeah. I like that here in M7. They're like, we're gonna give more than needed. It's kind of like double tapping, you know?
It's
gotta be safe.
it's the typical kill secured, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. And you know what is unfortunate? It happens to so many gold laners right now. Like,
It gives the same energy as 5 Sky Piercers.
Goal laner in 2026, man.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
they had their time though.
Yeah, they
Let's
had
be
their
honest. Like gold laners had their time.
Yeah.
Whose time is it now? XP?
I think it's jungle XP.
Yeah.
Mid even.
Jungle XP?
Yeah, even mid, dude. It's everyone.
I would say it's mid if there's more cool heroes to use.
Oh, what you mean in terms of the meta?
Yeah, Farsight Eve are cool, but I want to see like Xavier,
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Yeah.
Ow,
Well, part of that is just
Gord.
that too. Oh, the final sash.
Into the Valor Requiem, but Sanford's still there, surviving. So,
And look at
Two
how
ultimate.
goofy he looks.
yeah, he's pretty zany, man.
That's why he's the best kid.
Yeah, there's not too much you can do about that, man. You use that many resources to go for a kill and you don't get it.
Oh,
JP will go ahead and flicker on out. This is going to be an objective, though. Another one in the hands of Liquid.
what do you do? This team is just disgusting.
I'm honestly not entirely sure.
No.
Oh, Sanford with the flicker in as well. The slap. Now it's JP. Spatial migration. No Valor Requiem this time around. Carl T's going to be able to actually get out. Traces it forward. And he gets the kill. Can he juke around? No, he cannot. Lina gets a shutdown at least.
Okay, good for Lina to at least get the shutdown on Carl Teasy. Good pressure up there, too. That wave is going to be cut up top. And right now, TL will continue to just go ahead and knock down some of these turrets if they can. But there is some fight for Yangon Galacticos. You look at this once again, a little bit more difficult, like I was saying, for Blink to go ahead and get things set up around the map. But I would like to see them start contesting some of the objectives, unless the game plan for them is just to kind of wait. It's not really in their favor, even though they have setup potential between the Arlot and even Han here. It seems like they just want to go ahead and scale up, farm up, let Stitch get that Trinity that we see so often with the Claudes, and the reason why it's first pick, especially over on this blue side.
By the way, gentlemen, you know what the draft from Team Liquid reminds me of? Hold on, Blink gets a kick.
That's a purifying that comes to Beacon, though.
Yeah.
What's it remind you of?
It reminds me of MSC 2025. Right? The glue,
Yeah.
the Hilda, the Granger. Oh, it brings me back.
Oh, maybe the counter to Claude is just to throw Hilda at him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, like Yangon Galacticos
Oh my-
is losing on all fronts.
Yeah. Dude, JP just doesn't stop, huh?
That's what I was saying, man, with the Hilda.
Stop.
Like JP,
Oh.
let's play it. Oh, uh-oh.
Look, he's tanking a turret for fun.
You say what, the Hilda? That's pretty fun.
That's pretty funny.
I like that.
Hilda's probably the most fun you can have on a roam.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
aside from
you can make an argument for Johnson.
Oh,
who? Johnson?
what about Cho?
Yeah, Joe's fun.
Yeah, Cho's fun. But you gotta have like with Hilda, you just like run towards
Yeah, you
people.
can turn off your brain and just go.
For me, Grok is fun.
That's
Grok
Grok
is very fun.
Yeah.
Blink. Oh, Sanji doesn't have Purify this time around. Wait, the Dragon and Flicker combo into the Defender. Airstrike, Lina, and Blink. That combination again. Lethal, but OHEB tries his best to land those shots. And Stitch, who zones him away.
All right, good follow through, but still, this turtle with the numbers advantage, can they even contest it? It looks like Carl Teasy just gonna go start it up. They want to go for it.
Yep, into the Valor Requiem he goes. That's going to be Sanford taken down now as JP tries to soda in the back line. Carl jumps in with a Mountain Shocker. Stitch blazing duet onto Carl. Ying gets a double. JP going to be caught. Oh, him now. Trying to cat away as Blink walks up to Jikundo, able to lock him down, and that's the vengeance resetting. Ying diving all the way back. Oh, JP!
What?
In the bush, staying alive. Sanji pulls Ying back, but there's no damage. Oheb doesn't have any more Death Sonata bullets.
I think they're gonna try to delay it though, if they can.
If Oheb gets a kill here, it might be GG's. Yangon has to clear this up.
Good way the Dragon Oak's gonna go for it as well, and it is him who claims it! Sanji purifies out, Feathered Airstrike almost taking him down. Perfect turtle for Team Liquid, despite all that.
Oh my goodness, Oheb got the turtle, so 3-3 to Team Liquid, but at least Yangon Galacticos was able to go ahead and get a couple kills over here. Stitcher's scaling up really nicely at this point. He's nearing that Trinity. He should be anyway. You could see the damage that the Blazing Duet had, but still, it's more so of being able to find those right moments. Again, a final slash can change the tide of some of these fights here. And you see now for TL, they go ahead and shift to their focus, put pressure on that bottom side. There's good pressure up here by YG to get that tier 1 up. They need to start opening up the map. Whoa!
Uh-oh. Sanford can go for the mount down. Stitch could disengage. Still goes for the mount and the bring back. Oh my, this is Patrick.
Oh, he's going for more. He's just going to eat the feather air strikes. Doesn't care at all. Man, the decision to go and bring him back too. This is really tough to see. This is now what, the second Glue game today that we've seen where teams just kind of struggle dealing with him. I mean, look at the build that he's going with too. Radiant armor, got the cursed helmet, just helps him clear a little bit faster, but it's just tough, man. It's tough to deal with when you've got him all over this place.
And it's tough because Yangon Galacticos, they really need Stage doing well because Lina has a lot of damage, but there's plenty of ways for Team Liquid to deal with Lina. If Stitch is having a good time, they have a chance. If not,
Great all blink.
Oh, the Crimson Beacon and Lancer Flare is in range. The glowing wand tick. Oh, someone. Okay. He gets away. Sanford. Oh my god, this time on Lina. The final slash lands on 3, but TL don't care.
They don't care. They'll take the purple. They hold down that mid still. They're utilizing a lot, man.
it is the best game, no?
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, it is the best skin. Because it's one of those skins that hits you emotionally.
Yeah.
Oh, conceal, blink. Oh,
Hits you that much, I guess. That's everything used on Sanford. He's still able to survive. What?
No.
How is he still there?
No.
And he jumps and mounts him. Sanford! How did that just happen? Carl now with the traceless JP! Flickers in and get a shutdown. And now it's Han. Sanji with the Crimson Beacon. Han is going to accept his fate.
oh my God. First off,
That's emotional damage.
that is emotional damage, but then I think it was the Lord that killed him.
Look at him.
As you can see,
He's beat up.
he is Patrick. But what a wipeout from TL.
How? Look at him. No, Patrick. Wake up.
It's like, hey, you did good, man. You did good.
Dude, he had 1 HP.
What?
Dude,
Then
you
you
should have
couldn't
died much faster.
You
the
could not have
heck,
asked for a
Sanford?
better setup for YG there.
You
Yes.
couldn't not. No, that was literally perfect from YG. And Sanford said, it's alright.
I'm Patrick. That's what he said.
I'm going to gather all the energy to get some HP back and then get on top of you.
Oh, final flash. But it's JP.
Yeah, way the dragon over on JP. Sanford's gonna walk up as well. 2-man immobilized now as he goes for the mount down.
JP.
Again, JP this time.
Oh.
Everyone. Okay. At least there's one. Patrick, no.
Yeah, they traded there. But even JP surviving all of these, man.
Dude, talk about triggering your opponents. If you want to know how to make your opponents tilt a bit,
Plot armor, man.
use something like, hey, Brett!
No, Patrick.
Oh, poor Patrick, man. Oh, Vinuya.
Oh, man. Lord,
What a skin.
down in the mid lane. On this tier 2. Bottom tier 2 is going to fall as well. They still have the shields. Those will pop here. In that mid lane, a Feathered Airstrike drop down, and TL knows that even with this 8,000 gold lead, they've kind of just got to wait for that opportunity once again. So with all of that, Yangon Galacticos buys himself some time to stay in this game. A Divine Glaive picked up for Lina now. Taking a look at the item check here, you can see quite the difference across the lanes except mid. Now look at this, man.
How
Even
do we
the cameraman
think
knows.
Oh my, Sanford's having
Look at
fun.
Carl.
Sanford's really having fun. Yeah, Carl.
Hey, hey. You know what? TL knows how to sell skins.
Yeah, they
Look at all the new Patrick!
Oh my lord.
It'll never get old. We could be in the
Yes,
grand,
aura.
We could be in the grand finals at some point, and you're still gonna have the same reactions, man.
Yeah.
Dude, they're gonna buff Blue.
Please
They
don't.
don't need to. They
Please
don't
don't,
need to
yeah.
bump them, man.
Yeah, actually, if you buff him, he will get banned, and then you just don't see it anymore.
Yeah, no, the thing is, right, if you see Patrick all the time, it's not special. But when you see him once every, like,
Yeah.
few days, you're like, hey, that's pretty funny.
We need more cartoon skins. Enemies is great, but something about cartoons. It tickles your
Nostalgia.
humorous bone.
But like, it's just Patrick, no? The SpongeBob one is like, it's aight.
Yeah,
Now think of other cartoons that could be, future collaborations. That could be funny.
Yeah, pretty funny.
We don't work for Butan that way. We can think about it later.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Either
right
ways,
now.
what Yangon Galacticos needs is more penetration. Because at this point, Lina is not enough. Because Lina can't free hit. So you really need to wait for Stitch to get the Malefic Gun. And then you're in business.
I think even in business, it's still like he goes win to nature.
All right. Business is going to open a bit late.
Yeah.
In 2 business days.
It's more so just finding that angle in these fights, man. I think, with this Lord coming up here, it's got to be a fight. Almost the same thing as what happened last time, but they got to kill Sanford. Like, it was nearly
Dude,
there.
You have to use all your resources, and then Oheb Carl just goes crazy.
Or at least one, anybody, honestly. They have a final slash that can be good enough with the kick.
Honestly, I agree with you. It's just that, they're not dying.
Yeah, they're not. Look at this.
He can go for the Mount Down now, Spatial Migration, and the Valor Requiem. I don't know, man.
But that's Sanford.
He can still go for the Mount Down, and he does! With a crown from Han, Sanford all alone. Flickers out the safety. Crimson Beacon coming down from Sanji now. And that's Blink catching the shots of Oheb, who's on a killing spree, goes on stage. That's Sonata. Ooh. Free Lord, by the way.
Dude, Sanford and JB are just unkillable at this point. Even
Yeah.
though, yes, they've died, but, at this point.
At this point.
They're soaking up so many resources. That whole time, too, Carl Teasy was just getting the Lord. Oh,
No.
That's
no.
Brand. That's Sonata, the Filipino sniper, finds the kill on Han.
oh, that is tough, man.
I do not want to see any more Gwyn picks.
Guinevere
Oh my
is
God,
not winning,
it's actually
man.
cursed. It's
Still
actually
0%.
cursed.
It'll be 0-5 after this if they lose.
The most cursed pick in an M series of all time.
We might go to... no.
No way, that was a bit... Oh, but Oheb just walked away from it. Ying cannot get the final slash. Now it's a Lancer Flare. Ying jumps over, finds the vengeance, resets, but Carl jumps in, and there, it's going to be him. Mounted Blink cannot survive the damage. The Lord is already there. The base is wide open. Oheb gets a double. He'll go for the triple on Stitch. Up in the airstrike, almost takes him down with a crown and the immortality. Stitch walking back up with the BMI now as Sanji's right there, but again, Sanford bounce him up. Oheb's gone like Han. Goes in for the Valor Requiem. Oheb still survives, and Team Liquid make it to the knockout stage.
Team Liquid will be the second Philippines